The Top 6 at 6 with Taylor 6 is brought to you by Cumberland Valley National Bank. Trusted for banking, known for caring. Visit them at cvnb.com.
Hey everyone, it's Richmond Register reporter Taylor 6 here with the top 6 things that you need to know this week. So let's get started with number 6. On a farm in Union City, a large crowd gathered Saturday to watch arguably some of the hardest working farmhands hone their craft. Similar scenes played out over and over as numerous livestock dogs and their owners trained at Curtis and Barbara Tate's farm. It is an annual tradition at the farm, and twice a year, once in the spring and then in the fall, farmers from all across the United States gather at the Tate's farm to meet their livestock dog owners, train, and swap tips and tricks. It's something Curtis Tate has done for about 3 or 4 years, all free of charge, to whomever wants to learn, needs help, or just wants to watch the dogs work. Not only do the Tates provide the space and the cattle for the dogs to work with, the day also includes a buffet-style lunch for attendees. Number 5. Community members, city and county officials, and business owners appeared at the Richmond City Hall Council chambers to further a discussion which was stretched on for many years. This discussion, titled Rails to Trails, was for a bike path in the city of Richmond, which is proposed to extend from Cookout on the Eastern Bypass all the way to US 25 by Kroger. Those who attended heard from several speakers who have been critical in the work done thus far and who would be included in the future of seeing the project come to fruition. The proposed plan would run from Cookout through the back alleys where there are student apartments and go around the south side of EKU's campus, passing the planetarium, the Department of Criminal Justice Training Building, soccer fields, and then eventually Baptist Health Richmond Hospital. At this point, pedestrians would come from behind the hospital back to Boggs Lane and go across the railroad track to follow a route along the fence line of the upper ridge where Lowe's and Walmart are located. Number 4. Tuesday was recognized as Kentucky Women in Ag Day in Madison County and throughout the state. Kentucky Women in Agriculture's membership is composed of women who own and operate farms and agribusinesses, as well as agricultural entrepreneurs, state and federal personnel, ag educators, and students, according to a press release sent out by the state ag department. The Kentucky Women in Agriculture Annual Conference, which was held this week, provides attendees with the opportunity to network and nurture a recognized agriculture and agribusiness community. By empowering women through education, involvement, and action, the group has a positive influence on Kentucky agriculture, which is important as the number of female farmers in Kentucky keeps growing. In 2017, nearly 43,000 women farmed in Kentucky, up 36.7% from the number identified in the previous 2012 U.S. Department of Agriculture census. Of those, 33,550 were involved in making day-to-day decisions on the farm. 26,215 were the principal producers on their farms, and 12,648 listed farming as their primary occupation. Number 3. Madison County is mourning the loss of another magistrate. On Saturday, October 16th, the court released a statement regarding the passing of District 1 Magistrate Paul Reynolds. Magistrate Reynolds represented Southern Madison County and the city of Berea. He was appointed in January 2021 by Governor Andy Beshear after the passing of longtime Magistrate Larry Combs. According to officials, Reynolds was known for many things, but without a doubt, his love for his family was at the top of the list. Under Kentucky Revised Statute 63.190, in the event of a vacancy in the magistrate position, the appointment is made by the governor. There is no deadline set in statute by when a decision must be made from his office. Number 2, the city of Berea narrowly approved an ordinance which will provide a one-time waiver of utility late payments. The Berea City Council heard the second reading of the ordinance, which would include provisions pertaining to sewer, water, and electric requiring imposition of late fees on delinquent utility payments. The ordinance passed with a 5-3 vote in favor of the change, with council members Ronnie Terrell, Cora Jane Wilson, and Jim Davis against the measure. The decision was determined as a possibility by the mayor and council at the first introduction, which was around 2 weeks ago, and said it would provide public policy for the one-time waiver of the payment due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the current economic conditions. In this ordinance, a customer would be able to request a waiver as a penalty, quote, due to extenuating circumstances if they had a 12-month history with no other penalties, disconnections, tampering fees, or bad checks. Time waiver was introduced earlier this month when Susan Meeks, the city's finance director, brought the measure before the council after determining it was reasonable with other department heads following concerns from customers throughout the city. And number 1. Both cities of Richmond and Berea are planning to resume traditional Halloween festivities this year. Last year, many of the county's traditions were restructured or abandoned due to COVID-19 concerns. Next week, on October 28th, the Richmond Parks Department is hosting their annual Halloween Hoedown event. Typically, the event is hosted on Main Street in Richmond, but this year, the event will be in person on the walking trails at Lake Reba. Parking will be available in the Paradise Cove Aquatic Center or Adult Softball Complex parking lots. Snack food vendors, games, and activities will be located near Adventure Falls Miniature Golf and the Batting Cages Complex. Entertainment for the event includes Michael B. Cottle Band and the Force Dance Project. Festivities will kick off at 6 p.m. and continue through 8 p.m. Free activities include community candy booths, kids games, music, snack vendors, and more. On Sunday, October 31st, Berea will host their 20th annual Halloween in the Park event beginning at 6 p.m. until 8 in the evening at the Berea Community School parking lot. According to the Berea Parks Facebook page, this event will be a drive-through style trick-or-treat event with vendors handing out candy. Door-to-door trick-or-treating in Richmond and Berea will be held that same Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. And there you have it, guys. Those are the top 6 things that you needed to know this week. Join me again next week as I tell you 6 more things that you need to know.
The Top 6 at 6 with Taylor 6 is brought to you by Cumberland Valley National Bank. Trusted for banking, known for caring. Visit them at cvnb.com.